I'm Anil Kumar, and in this video we'll learn how to sketch relations, and we'll also see how to sketch relations which may not be functions. The question here is, for each given domain and range, draw two relations, one that is a function and the one that is not a function. So in this question, we are given domain and range. We need to sketch two graphs. Both graphs will be relations and one of them will not be a function. That is what we need to do. So the first one for us is domain x belongs to real number x is less than equal to 2 and range y belongs to real number y is greater than equals to minus 1. The other question is domain is x belongs to real numbers and range is y equals to plus and minus 2. Now we need to sketch two different graphs. Both will be relations, of course, but one of them should not be a function. That's the whole idea. I like you to pause the video, sketch graphs. There could be more than one answer for this, right? There's so many different ways to do it. Now the first one here is domain is less than equal to 2. So that means, let us say this is 2 for us. So we are looking for the relation which is on the left side of this, right? So left. And range is greater than minus 1. So let's say this is minus 1. So let me write this as minus 1 here. So this is minus 1. It has to be more than minus 1, right? Now, very simple graph could be a square root function. So you start from here, which is 2 minus 1, and we want it to be greater than minus 1. So it's better to draw like this. So that could be a graph which is representing domain of x less than minus 2. So this point is 2 and minus 1, and range which is greater than minus 1. So that becomes, so I hope this part is clear that what I have drawn is kind of a square root function which is pointing towards left starting at 2 minus 1. So we have satisfied the condition that the domain is x belongs to real number where x is less than equal to 2 and range is y belongs to real number, y is greater than equal to minus 1. So that is the first graph. Now, how to draw a relation which is not a function? And this is what we say is also a function, right? Since it passed vertical line test. So what we can do here is we can just modify it a bit. So I'm just making a small one here. Similar thing, let's say like this. And since I want to make this relation not a function, what I will do is I'll add some point here. Let's say I include origin. In that case, for x equals to 0, we have two values, and therefore this relation is not a function. You get the point, right? So that is how you should do. So this is like, this point again is 2 minus 1. That is x-axis, this is y-axis, and at origin we have two values, so this is not a function. So that is how you could actually sketch a relation which is a function and which is not a function, right? I'd like you to pause the video and answer the second question yourself. Here is my suggestion. We're looking for a domain which is all real numbers, and we are looking for range which is just plus and minus 2. So when we want this to be a function, in that case we are not looking for any overlapping, right? So we could have a absolute x over x type of function like this. Do you see that? Filled in, and this, where these two values are plus 2 and minus 2. Now the domain, as you can see, is all real numbers. 0 is also included, right? And at 0 it has only one value, minus 2. So this is a function, right? So this is a function. Now if you have to sketch the same thing where domain is all real numbers, however the relation is not a function, in that case what you can do is you can just fill up this hole, right? So in that case you could do like this. Now when you fill it up like this, at that time for 0 we have two values, and therefore this is not a function. right? So that is how you could answer these questions in your test. I hope that helps. Thank you and all the best.